Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. My name is Obayemi and I'm your CAD instructor. Today we are diving into the history of CAD and CAM technologies. CAD and CAM technology, like everything, has its own genesis. It doesn't just come into play like come from nowhere. It comes from your way back to your pencils and your booklet, where you draft out things, where you sketch things, sketch ideas. You wake up from your dreams, then you think about something, you draft it out. So it comes down to that level, whereby there was a time in the military, the phrase computer-aided design was coined by Douglas T. Ross, a researcher at MIT in the early 1950s, who saw the potential in military radar technology to create designs on a computer display system. Separate research undertaken by Patrick Amnetin at the General Motors Research Laboratory saw the development of design automated by computers, DAC, back then regarded as the first CAD system to use interactive graphics. Now, back then, they had to eliminate the use of trials and errors, wasting of resources and endangering human lives. This is where CAD comes into place. Furthermore, by the time true 3D CAM and CAD computer-aided program was created between 1966 and 1968 by Perry Bezer, an engineer at Renault, his Unisoft CAD system transformed design and manufacturing, moving the vehicle design process from manual drawing boards to computer-aided design. Unisoft is regarded as the original model for many generations of CAD programs till date. The automation of design tools did not mean that the drafters were replaced by coders. No, don't get it wrong. Most people see AI as threat. It is actually not a threat, it is just a stimulation. This is just to make our work easier and faster. Especially after the development of Sketchpad, a program written by MIT Ivan Sutherland in 1963. Instead, this software enables drafters to fit their design into a computer by drawing with a light pen on a CTR monitor. As computers became more affordable and shrank to the size of a desktop PC, the use of CAD and CAM spread beyond the automotive, aerospace, and electronics industries to enjoy near universal usage. The 1970s and 1980s witnessed the emergence of 3D models and 3D design, with programs including Romulus, Unisolid, Satya, and well-known AutoCAD system. This was where everybody first heard about the word automated computer-aided design system. By this point, CAD and CAM was also being used to design industrial tools. Manufacturers used CAM for its precision and ability to optimize the manufacturing process, decrease material waste, shorten turnaround times, and provide clearer vision. This can be seen in the CNC machine, where a lot of precision is needed. You need to see some of these tools eye to eye before you can believe what human being has evolved into. We are like demigods when we have CADs with us. Going further, by the 1990s, algorithm has grown increasingly sophisticated with regimes capable of advanced parametric techniques. By 1994, over 1 million units of AutoCAD has been sold, with 350,000 users to CAD and CAMs reported worldwide. Today, the CAD software market is faced with the emergence of free and open source CAD software, including library CAD and free CAD. CAD and CAMs is used by drafters across dozens of specialties, including aeronautical, architectural, civil, electrical, electronics, mechanical engineers, and photovoltaic drafting, and so on and so forth. So on, the whole industry has been flooded. Even furniture has to draft out designs before clients so that they can know, oh, this is what my furniture will look like. As an architect, you can design a whole building for your clients. They can even go as far as going through a walkthrough version of their home building. This is more than just, wait, let me build for you. No, I can see what you want to build for me, then I can correct some of the interiors and the exteriors. That is one of the beauty of CAD. Remember, it doesn't start in a day. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step from the military. Now, the efficiency and the user-friendliness of CAD and CAM softwares have evolved to the point where the careers of the trained drafters may one day be threatened by software that anyone can use. Now, coming down to the future of CAD and CAM technologies, looking at where they were coming from, back from the military, now it has evolved into every household and every portable computers. Now, the following trends may show us where the next great leap in CAD and CAM technologies will emerge. The first thing is artificial intelligence. This has gone viral. In Incorporating AI into design softwares allow the automation of design tasks, enhance quality control by anticipating design error, and with machine learning, paves the way for the creation of unique design without human input. This can be found on all so many simulations, whereby you don't have to take your ruler or your calculator to punch errors, especially for the structural engineers. You can check your shear load moment, your bending moment, the kind of reinforcement you need for each buildings. The AI can do that for you in a twinkle of an eye. Moving on, cloud collaboration. This is the cloud technology that allows CAD and CAM to move beyond a single computer to a workplace, to universal access through a SaaS model. SaaS, which is an acronym for Software as a Service. This will mean several people can work on the same project at once, while sharing across departments and geographics has becomes much easier. This can be found in the construction industry, whereby an architect, a structural engineer, the electrical engineer, the plumber can all work on the same system. For example, Revit. Revit has a work sharing system, whereby you can all work on the same project. So if an iron beam is introduced here, the architect and every other person sees it. This can also be found in big industries, whereby while designing, the electrical engineer, the mechanical engineer, the structural engineer can all work on the same machine at the same time, without interfering with each other or without any error. This is where the cloud storage system comes in. Now, to the third one, virtual reality. VR elements and VR glasses can be used to take advantage of the lifelike visualization offered by sophisticated CAD software. For instance, an architect can now offer a walkthrough of a building that exists only as a design model, like I told you earlier. So they can easily create a virtual reality of the building inside this element or these see-through glasses, whereby the clients can wear it and walk through their whole building models. Technology has advanced beyond 1 and 0. Now we are the godlike mode. Moving further, customization. Software providers are moving away from one-size-fits-all solution to provide the options of configurations to CAD and CAM to suit your work environment, and choose only the tools that will be required for a particular job. This may be a way to differ affordability by cutting out dozens of features that the average users may never need. For observers in other professions, worries about the latest software making their jobs obsolete. The decades-long technology's evolution of the drafter's craft shows how smart can enhance rather than replace a profession. Technology has no limit. The only limitation we have is yourself and your imagination. Let's dive in further to this. See you in the next class.